The Nerds Part 2, Nerds in Paradise, and all I gotta say is I'd like to see a movie about real nerds. I think it might be funny, but unfortunately this movie is not that movie, and the reason is it doesn't have the nerve to really make its heroes into nerds. It's not enough to say you blow your nose on your shirt, you gotta really blow your nose on your shirt, on screen, right there. That makes you a nerd. No amount of talking will get you off the hook there. The real nerds in this movie are the enemies of the nerds, not the nerds themselves, who look real cool here performing their own rap number.
There's only one question that I got for you, and that's who are you? I'm somebody too! Some people into art, some are really smart, some got a head start. Doesn't mean we're worlds apart. Some people think we're for the birds, and then they call us names, they call us nerds.
And here's another example of how un-nerd-like these guys are. Would a nerd be able to do this?
Listen, buttface! I'm in no mood to deal with an idiot like you! And why don't you just sit down before you really make me mad? Louis, do you realize you just said buttface to the missing link?
Instead of poking fun at the nerds, the movie supplies a fairly racist attack on a bizarre Latino hotel.
We have a reservation. We're the Trilins.
Oh, yes, here it is. No problem. You follow me. La da dee da da dee da da da. Oh, don't worry. It's just a little evidence. Magic carpet. Now, you just make yourself at home, okay? I'm just going to go kill your lunch.
Yeah, and there you have the knife waving around. We all know that's, you know,
typical.
Absolute standard, typical. Yeah, sure. The plot of the movie involves a fraternity convention in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, with a nerd fraternity in danger of being thrown out of the Greek organization. I think this movie forgets one basic rule about all movies involving slobs, whether they're nerds or not. If you want to make them funny, they've got to really be slobs, like John Belushi was in Animal House. The trouble with the heroes of Revenge of the Nerds Part 2 is that they're not far out enough. They're not antisocial enough, they're not big enough slobs, they're not messy enough, they're not rude enough, they're not square enough. And all they really have, I mean, apparently their big thing is their plastic pocket protectors. That makes them a nerd.
Yeah, they run that
I guess
joke
the
a lot.
bottom line is they're not nerds, they're bores.
Yeah, this movie is boring. The first one caught us by surprise because not only were they really nerds, and they were bashful, twerpy kind of guys. They're more twerps, you know. This movie, they're heroes, and that's wrong casting. There is one nerdy moment that is good, and it's just what you wanted, and proves that if they'd really gone scuzzy, it would have worked. And that's, remember, where the guy is getting Karate Kid-like training from a Zen master on how to spit. And that moment cracked me. I had one big laugh in the movie because he's taught how to spit against a wall, and he kills a fly. I like that. If it had been all like that, I, of course, would be arrested for arrested adolescence, but I would have enjoyed the movie.
Okay, well, I'm sure that you could probably get off on parole on that chart. 2 thumbs down, however, for Revenge of the Nerds 2, Nerds in Paradise, not nearly nerdy enough.